What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Boxing Wave 101, and we back. Jamal Charlo versus Dennis Hogan weigh-in. Andy Ruiz Jr. versus Anthony Joshua weigh-in. It happened today. My reaction is this has been two of the best weigh-ins since I can remember. The reason why Charlo versus Dennis Hogan weigh-in was so great was because this was my first time actually seeing a boxer weighing in and then going at the crowd. Dennis Hogan had a lot of the Ireland fans at the weigh-in. They was chanting his name. They was loud. Charlo, he basically took the microphone and he told the crowd, yeah, shut the fuck up. And you can just tell the crowd, they was pumped up. They was excited. They can't wait for the fight. Jamal Charlo called Dennis Hogan a hype. He said the fans are just hyping him up. So that was pretty lit. And then the Andy Ruiz, Anthony Joshua, I mean, that one almost speaks for itself. Everybody was anticipating the weights of these guys because that's what's surrounding the fight on why this person won or why this person lost. Anthony Joshua basically kind of pointed the finger to his weight, basically so much muscle mass being the reason why he got defeated. The reason why he got dropped 4 times, the reason why he basically quit was because of his weight. I don't personally agree with that. I personally believe he would have been better off maybe coming in about 240, 243, 244, almost around the same. I don't believe the weight was what caused Anthony Joshua to fall to defeat. I just feel like he kind of took Andy Ruiz a little bit lighter. Andy Ruiz had a little bit more skills than he probably anticipated, a little bit more of a chin, a little bit more heart. He thought Andy Ruiz probably was just going to give up because he already was once defeated by Joseph Parker. He probably just thought Andy Ruiz was going to lay down. But truth be told, that's not the case. So I don't want to get too deep in it. If you want to check out my recent video, I gave my prediction. You can check out that one and also my prediction against with Charlo versus Dennis Hogan. You can both check those out at the end of the video. But yeah, so the reaction to the Andy Ruiz and Joshua. Andy Ruiz, now that one was surprising, but on my reaction video, I did say Andy Ruiz was going to come in at the same exact weight. This was my words. He was going to come in the same weight or maybe even bigger. I did say that, but I didn't expect this much more. This is basically about 12 pounds larger than his fight before. I thought maybe 3-4 pounds, but he actually came in 12 pounds. Honestly, I do not feel that's going to be no difference. I don't think it's going to affect him in a negative way. I think Andy Ruiz coming in larger is actually going to be better for him. He's probably going to be even stronger, and his punches is maybe going to have more of an effect. But Anthony Joshua coming in lighter, I think is going to play to his benefit as well. I think he is going to be able to move around maybe a lot more. If that's his game plan, to move around, stick and move, try not to get hit, I believe he can do it for the first 6 rounds. For sure, I'm going to give Anthony Joshua that. I do feel he can get away from Ruiz for the first 6 rounds and not probably get hit to the point where he maybe can be affected by it. But after the 6th round, your body kind of slowly, deteriorates in a way. You get a little tired. So can Anthony Joshua keep that up? I don't know if the weight, him cutting these 10, 11 pounds, I don't know if that's going to help him. Cutting weight doesn't always equivalent to your stamina being increased or your endurance being more sustained. So that is to be determined. That's the unknown. So Andy Ruiz coming in larger, I think, is a benefit. Anthony Joshua coming in lighter is going to be a benefit. But I believe personally Andy Ruiz coming in larger is going to be more of a benefit because he's 30 pounds heavier. Andy Ruiz can take a punch. He also has quick hands. He has a chin. He has heart. He has good combination. He has a good ring IQ. He has every quality that you will want in a heavyweight fighter. Maybe he doesn't have certain attributes like the arm reach and maybe the height, but just boxing in general, he has that. So I did want to touch on that. But back to Jamal Charlo, Dennis Hogan. I didn't feel he looked it in great shape. His mid area was a bit clunky. Maybe he could have did some more abs, but sometimes fighters' body just doesn't form out like certain other fighters. Everybody can't have the Anthony Joshua type body, or Charlo can't have this person body, or Dennis Hogan can't have that person body. It doesn't always work out that way. Some fighters like Andrew Ruiz body can be looking a certain way, but his fight style maybe can have your number that night. So I'm not going to say just because his body doesn't look up to par, he's going to automatically lose the fight. No, but I do believe Jamal Charlo is a better fighter. But Dennis Hogan moving up in weight, will it help him? Will it give him more strength since he didn't have to suck so much weight and drop down to 154? So him making 160, I believe he's probably going to stay there. A lot of fighters doesn't all, especially when you get up in age, you don't want to keep dropping down in weight and dropping down. Certain fighters just like to move up and see what they can do. So I believe this is going to be maybe one of the biggest Dennis Hogan's best performances besides the Jaime Mugi fight. I think he's going to give Jamal Charlo maybe a few problems. But I tell you one thing, if Jamal Charlo makes quick work of this guy, it's not going to tell me a whole lot, but it is going to put some more stamps on his resume, and he's going to check off a few things to where I did have some questions, because I do have questions about how well can he stop actual boxers. Sometimes he does have problem with boxers, but if he can make quick work of this guy who's a pretty good boxer that I've seen in his previous fights, that would make a pretty okay statement for me. So that's all for me. It's your boy Boxing Wave 101. Like, comment, subscribe, and we out. Peace.